Hello everyone and welcome to a new Infinity Kingdom video. This is Kincaid from 49, and in this video guys I want to continue the series I started last week about the Immortal reviews, and today I'm gonna talk about Alexander, the Attack Earth Immortal, the Cavalry leader, the Barbarian as some of my alliance mates would like to call him. So there is no doubt that Alexander is the strongest immortal that you could use in front lane when it comes to damage. Of course, there are a lot of ways to counter him, but he's still like a pain to deal with in an Earth March or a mixed march, like the meta that is running at the moment, the mixed march between Alexander, Zenobia and Hannibal Barca, Emperor Ken. Is a very strong immortal. He deals tons of damage, especially if you have his artifact. So I would like first to start on how to obtain Alexander. Basically, you can obtain Alexander from arena rewards. Not this season. This season we have Attila, which is the rewards for season 2. On season 3, I think there's Alexander for the seasonal rewards that you can obtain his fragments. You can also obtain his fragments from the daily deals for the mysterious coins. Basically 1 coin for 1 fragment, and remember you need 1020 Immortal Fragment to unlock max him to 7 stars and unlock his artifact. Once you unlock Alexander, you can purchase his fragments from the market. I don't want to spend a lot of gems because I don't have market refreshes, but you can definitely find the Immortal or the fragments in the market with a decent percentage. It is 2.78% for the fragments and 0.03% for the complete immortal. Unfortunately, the fragments could only be purchased with gems in the market. There are also some special events that you can obtain a chest where you can get 60 fragments for Alexander. I remember this is how I unlocked him. So this is for how to obtain Alexander. Hopefully I managed to cover every way because sometimes I forget something. If I forgot anything, just remind me in the comments, please. As for the skills, so the most basic skills for Alexander that 90% of the players are using are Cleave, Compo, and either Anger or Dual Master. So we have a lot of people in our server who are using Alexander. It is Cleave, Compo, and Anger. This is the basic skills for Alexander. So for Compo skill, the skill I think it's pretty weak. It has a very low chance to proc. It is only 30% chance, and the damage rate is up to 250%. But what makes this skill very strong on Alexander, that his normal attacks are insanely strong. He got a passive that increases his normal attack damage by 50%, and his active skill increases his attack speed by 50%, and also increases his damage by another 50%, and this is ridiculous. And it grants him immunity to all controls for 6 seconds. And imagine that if you have an Alex artifact, you will be able to turn his skill into a passive completely. Just with a slight nerf, the damage increase will be 35% instead of 50%, and the attack speed will be 35% instead of 50% as well, and the immunity will be constantly active during the whole fight, which means that he will not be CC'd the entire fight. So this is how broken is Alex. I have some reports here that I'm not proud of, but I want to show you Alex damage. This is how much damage he does. Look at comp skill here. He dealt 7.4 million damage through combo skill only. The cleave, so the difference between combo and cleave. So cleave works as an AoE skill. It is an area effect skill. It has some AoE damage. However, combo is a pinpoint skill. It just focuses the target in front of him, which makes him more lethal for an immortal like my Harald here. Poor Harald here, look at the damage taken. It is 9.3 million damage taken. 5.3 from normal attacks, 4 million from comp skill. So the difference between combo and normal attack. Combo is gonna help you to kill the immortal in front of Alex very quickly. However, it's not gonna add any damage on the immortals on the sides. But if you're using cleave, the immortal in front of him is not gonna take any damage from cleave, just the immortals on the side that are closest to the immortals. So in this case here, you can see that my Harald didn't receive any damage from cleave. However, my Attila received lots of damage from cleave here. As you can see, it is 2 million damage from cleave. Also, my Dido received a lot of damage from cleave here, which is 3.2 million damage. However, since Merlin was very far away, well, I think he received some damage from cleave because, yeah, at some point Alexander killed Harald and then he moved to Attila. That means that Merlin got affected by cleave at some point. So as for his artifacts, so Ming here doesn't have a special attribute on his artifact. However, he has a very strong artifact which adds 29% physical attack bonus. His Alex got almost 5,000 physical attack damage. However, if you're looking for a decent artifact for Alex, it has to be a rabbit that is, of course, if you're extremely lucky, with a physical attack bonus stats. This is gonna turn your Alexander into literally a monster that is gonna... He definitely can solo a march on his own if he just got like a few immortals around him to support him, like Charles. Charles works very well with Alex. He provides a lot of shields. And of course, if you have a skill such as guard. So the description for guard skill is not accurate. The translation itself is not accurate. It says here that it protects one random allied friendly unit. However, it protects one allied unit that is in the front row. So in case of using it on Charles here, he will be able to cover Alexander only from taking damage. I think this is everything I wanted to talk about for Alexander, guys. He works very well against bosses. I think a friend of mine sent me a few reports here. Hopefully it's still available. Yeah, it is still available here. If you take a look here, he dealt insane amount of damage to single targets using combo, and in this case you shouldn't be using cleave when you attack bosses because it's not gonna deal any damage to single targets. A lot of damage here from normal attacks and combo. So it is a very strong immortal. If you're running Earth, you'll need the right tools and the right skills for him to be able to make him shine. And of course he does wonders against water marches because of the element counter buff, the 25% attack. I think this is everything that I wanted to talk about Alex. Of course, one more thing that I almost forgot. When it comes to researches, you need to get this research as fast as possible if you would like to get the full potential out of him. This one here increases his attack speed since he is a cavalry leader immortal by 8%. Well, it is actually a very strong research when it comes to Alexander, because he counts a lot on his normal attacks. The more attack speed he has, the more damage he will be able to deal. This is everything I want to talk about in this video. Hopefully I didn't forget anything regarding Alexander. If I did, remind me down below in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.